Here's 10 reasons why the DCEU was a failure. Number 1. Poor critical reception. Many of the DCEU's films received negative reviews from critics, which may have deterred audiences from seeing them. For example, Suicide Squad has a 26% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, while the Justice League has a 40% approval rating. Number 2. Lack of coherent vision. The DCEU's films often seem to be heading in different creative directions, lacking a clear overall vision or direction. For example, Man of Steel and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice have a darker, grittier tone, while Wonder Woman and Aquaman have a more light-hearted and colorful tone. Number 3. Troubled production. Several of the DCEU's films experienced production difficulties, including reshoots, rewrites, and director changes, which may have impacted their quality. For example, Suicide Squad underwent significant reshoots and had multiple credited writers, while Justice League experienced extensive reshoots and the departure of its original director, Zack Snyder. Number 4. Competition with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. The DCEU had to compete with the highly successful MCU, which may have made it difficult for the DCEU to find its footing. The MCU has released 23 films since 2008, and while the DCEU has released just 9 films since 2013. Number 5. Missteps with the characters and storylines. Some fans and critics felt that the DCEU made missteps with its handling of certain characters and storylines, leading to disappointment. For example, some fans were unhappy with the portrayal of Superman in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, feeling that he was too dark and conflicted. Number 6. Disjointed storytelling. The DCEU's films often seem to be disconnected from one another, with little sense of a shared continuity or overarching narrative. For example, Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman are set in different time periods and have little connection to the events of other DCEU films. Number 7. Lack of strong central leadership. It is not clear who was driving the creative direction of the DCEU, which may have contributed to a lack of coherence. The DCEU was overseen by a number of different producers and executives, and it is not clear who was ultimately responsible for its overall direction. Number 8. Poorly executed marketing. The marketing campaigns for some of the DCEU's films may not have effectively conveyed their themes or appealed to audiences. For example, the marketing for Justice League focused heavily on action and special effects rather than the film's characters and themes. Number 9. Unfavorable comparison to the source material. Many fans of the DC Comics characters may have had high expectations for the DCEU, which the films may not have lived up to. For example, some fans felt that the DCEU's portrayal of Superman was not true to the character's roots as a symbol of hope and optimism. And finally, number 10. Poor box office performance. Several of the DCEU's films underperformed at the box office, which may have reduced the potential for future installments. For example, Justice League grossed $657 million worldwide, significantly less than the $1 billion plus grosses of Marvel's Avengers films. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments.